Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Coffee Break, and welcome back to the Midlands Amateur Esports League. My goodness, that is a mouthful. AKA MAeSL. Welcome back to week 1 of the games. This is going to be Group D that we are watching here. Group C was skipped over because I believe Yambonsky forfeited to Aegis, who was the winner of the last tournament. So Yambonsky forfeited week 1. So Yambonsky falls 0-1 and Aegis automatically goes 2-1-0, as if, you know, our winner from our LAN needed to get a free bye out of the first round. So he'll be feeling pretty good about that. Spawning on the lower left-hand side, it is a name that we all surely remember from the first tournament. It is going to be our Orange Zerg player here on Cloud Kingdom. It is Roachgelion, made quite famous among the Heartland Esports Association for his interesting proxy hatchery play that somehow always managed to work. I'm not exactly sure how. Spawning on the top right side, proving that your prayers just weren't strong enough, guys. Come on, I was pulling for you. We are going to be having another Zerg player, so yet another ZvZ. Spawning on the top right-hand side, again on Cloud Kingdom in that 1 o'clock position. It is going to be TannerMS. And I'm not sure what the MS is for. So, Mr. Tanner, if you just so happen to be watching these videos, please comment and let me know, because I have no freaking clue. Both players going to be opening up with a similar pool timing. Roachgelion's looked to be just one supply count earlier than Tanner's. Both players going to be laying down an extractor, but again, Roachgelion's a little bit faster, probably going for this metabolic boost opening that we were seeing in Exion Spawn versus started with a P. That's all I remember. Exion Spawn versus somebody that started with a P. And so I think that's what we're going to be seeing out of Roachgelion, unless he decides to go for a quick baneling nest here. He does only have 2 drones on this extractor, so that is definitely a possibility. He has a lot of gas saving up, though. So, I mean, that almost has to be the metabolic boost there. I can't imagine it being anything else. Going to be laying down a hatchery in his own natural expansion. Roachgelion accidentally misplaced his hatchery. He forgot which side of the map he was on and accidentally placed it on his own side of the map. Silly Roachgelion. Tricks are for kids. In the meantime, Tanner is going to be kind of doing the same thing here. Once again, Tanner just a little bit behind on a lot of his... I won't say that he's behind on his timings. He just went for slightly later timings than Roachgelion decided to do. His hatchery is going to be finishing up before Roachgelion's, though. So the economic advantage does go over to Tanner. Both players going to be going for that metabolic boost. Roachgelion's is going to be a little bit beforehand. So if Roachgelion can move out as his metabolic boost finishes, if he can hit as that finishes, he'll be in a very nice spot, as those Zerglings, pretty much Speedlings, will just decimate any sort of slowlings, especially if you can somehow get numbers over your opponent. This hatchery just about to finish up here. Zerglings are going to be coming in for Tanner. Just 4 Zerglings right now. Not too much of a threat, more of a scout than anything else. As the first larva inject goes down in the main base of Roachgelion. 4 lings popping out for Roachgelion, Zerglings for Tanner. Going to be running around, getting an idea of what's going on, and running back home. Tanner going to be dropping down... there it is. Going to be dropping down a baneling nest just a little bit before Roachgelion's. Both these players, once again, going for very similar builds, just going for slightly different timings than the other. I mean, they're both doing it looks like the same unit composition, the same kind of thing. Just, you know, like maybe a pool timing difference or a hatchery timing difference here or there. Looks like the metabolic boost has now finished up for Roachgelion. He's going to be streaming into his opponent's area. I was going to say natural, but he kind of stopped a little early. Going to be streaming into his opponent's side of the map, I will say. Killing off a couple of lings there. Cheap and easy. And now going to be morphing those Zerglings somewhere. Somewhere Zerglings are morphing into baneling for Tanner, and I'm not sure where. Invisibanelings, apparently. We have Invisibanelings somewhere on the map. The most terrifying banelings of them all. Roachgelion. So many Zerglings on the map, going to need to make sure to control them very well against the banelings. That could be an instant loss right there for Roachgelion. That being said, though, Roachgelion does have the capability of producing banelings of his own, which is going to be exactly what he's doing, running these up the ramp. Oh my god, night! Yeah, I don't know either, guys. I don't know either. Looks like the Bailey's going to be blowing up on each other. So everything kind of cancels out there, except Roachgelion has so many more Zerglings than his opponent, and it's going to be 21 to 10, 14 working supply. But unfortunately for Tanner, all his Zerglings just aren't spawned out on the map yet. In fact, they are going to be trickling down into this area, and there's the GG from Tanner. So a very, very fast game number 1 win for Roachgelion. We will be going on into game number 2 of this best of 3 series here in MAeSL's first week of play. Stick around, folks. Let's see who can pull out game number 2 when we return.